First of all, you want to remove the grill from the back vent, which comes out from behind. And there's tabs here that pull out from center to release this. And set that aside. Then you want to wash this entire area after you pull that out. Clean even in this area here. And go with a final cleaning using 99% alcohol to take care of any leftover wax or any other impurities. Give it a good washing with a microfiber towel and alcohol. Just get rid of any residue of wax and any other dirt on here. And you can give this a couple of coats, especially in these little areas. You want to make sure that decal will stick to the paint of your clear coat of your car. So now we're ready to prepare the decal itself. What I'm using is a decal that doesn't have the cover paper, because there's no way we're going to be able to use this in this little area to smooth out anything. We're going to be using our fingers, because we need to get down into these grooves here and back into here along with the upper and lower part of this. So you can elect to order this without the paper, or take the paper off ahead of time. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just remove the backing up to about here, and what I want to do is I'll cut that away, and I'll have this section ready to go on, and I'm going to apply it right here and get that to anchor down, because there's too many variables that you need to adhere to be able to do the whole decal at one point. So it's good to just split it up and let these legs be your second and third portion of installing this decal. Now I'm going to take this decal on a clean work surface and I want to expose this portion of the decal. So we need to start releasing it from the backing paper and try to remove it. Try to move it very, very carefully. Expose part of that. Now, of course, you can't do this with dirty fingers. You gotta really have clean fingers. So the other part is plenty of water. So we're gonna make sure our surface area that we're working with and our fingers have some moisture to it, so anything's gonna stick to it. So I'm gonna relieve part of this decal, and as I do that, give it a little shot of our fluid here, which is, it's a application fluid, the mixture of water, 99% alcohol, and a little bit of liquid soap. And I use Dawn, which I use for a lot of things, so besides washing dishes. So as I'm relieving this, I'm wetting the paper down a little bit. Make sure your fingers have some liquid on them. So this is where I want to be, right about here. So what I'm going to do is crease this about here, and I'm going to cut away this backing. Good sharp scissors would be nice. So this will be our tabs that we're going to use later. So now we started that prep. We're going to move back to our, make sure this area is completely wet and the back of your decal is wet. So we're going to take this and fit it in here. It's going to be a lot easier to feel where the edge is without any paper in the way. I'm going to start at the top and work myself down to here. And you want to get that back edge, or the front edge actually, right along the edge of the opening. This one leg may be coming in your way a little bit, so tack this up a little bit, just on the paper part, just to help you get this in alignment. And we're going to start checking every part of this alignment. This looks pretty good. You notice it's sliding around pretty easily. But I want to make sure I'm aligned with that open edge. And then you can start a little bit of more pressure to get the decal to start setting up a little bit. I'm going to start tacking up a little bit here. Suppose just a touch more of this. For these legs are going to work out. I've done the bottom one first. This is now pretty much in place. It's a little bit tackier now. Now I can work on the leg. So I'll make sure we're nice and a lot of water on this area, this application stuff. So should be good. This is, you want to follow that contour, feel it with your finger. My fingers are wet, and everything else is wet here. So this is looking pretty good. Got a nice sharp edge following right along that bend line. Now you really need to pay attention to right in this area here. Make sure, keep your fingers moistened. You want to make sure that the decal is back against that edge in this area. Once you put that grill on, you don't want to see any color from your body color in this curve. In this case, it's red. That would just say, oh, there's a piece of red in there. You want that decal to cover that area so it's completely blacked out. So this is looking really good. You got this sticking down. I got that edge covered up, and this decal is sitting pretty good. Not shifting around too much. You got that tiny little peak on there that you're expecting the glue to hold, that very tiny part. So I think we're looking pretty good here. I don't see much water coming out. I'm just putting light pressure on it with wet finger. It's looking pretty good. So now let's get this upper leg going. I always start at the bottom, do the bottom one first. Looks like we need to bend this one a little bit to follow the curve. So just a little bit of time, a little bit of pressure, and you start to get the decal to stretch a little bit where you want it to be. Much as compressing it. It's kind of a combination of getting rid of the little bump in there. I'm afraid they use keep your liquefied here. I'm feeling any little ripple that might be in here. Make sure it's nice and smooth. I want to release this a little bit. There we go. Take your time. I'll work this out. Now I'm no expert, that's for sure. But if I can do it, you guys can do it. So I think it's sticking now. We got this all set. So it's all down nice and smooth. Yeah, I think it's all locked away. So there you have it. Looks pretty good. You put that that grill back. I'll pop this back in and give you a closer view of the whole works. I'll dry it off here. Okay. So there you have it. That's what she looks like. Nice. So your rod will accentuate some of those features.